Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Good Living Podcast. I am Matilda, and with me here is Mace.
Kash and Edo.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Okay, so today on the Good Living podcast, we are going to be discussing rejections and dealing with big mistakes. I think this is a very crucial topic that sometimes I know that it gets attention, but I feel like it's something that is important to talk about. So, um, we experience rejections from different angles, from whatever it is that is going on in our lives. What kind of areas do we think we need to talk about rejection more?
Well, personally speaking, I'll think from situations where you feel like you're good enough to handle this task or something like that, but then you get turned down. There's the feeling it brings. So I'd like to talk on that. I would like to talk about rejection in love and relationship. When you feel that you are good enough for this person, but they choose someone else. I think that's very difficult to do.
Okay.
If for anything, any kind of rejection, self rejection. I think self rejection is a
Yeah,
thing.
it is a thing, and
Okay.
that's very crucial. So yeah, I like the aspect of self rejection and also from men, all those fine boys. They are so keen on rejection. Like, what's up? I'm pretty. Like, why you saying no? So Maze, you spoke about areas of being good at something. Do you have an experience you'd like to share?
Related, for instance, I write. So most of my time growing up, I've had one or two writings where everybody's like, wow, you're amazing, you should write a book and things like that. But when you actually start applying for those type of jobs, there's going to be people that tell you that this is not what we're looking for or you're not good enough. And I'm like, Sky, did you really look at what I wrote? Or did you just decide from the start that you're going to reject it? Those type of things they really hurt and they make you feel less of yourself. But it's important to know yourself worth. From there you'll be able to build again and try again.
About sending in your work to magazines and some don't even have the decency to at least send you a rejection email.
Right? They just ghost and that is it.
Okay. Kash, you spoke about self rejection. Like, is there any experience you'd like to share on that?
Yeah, I think I go through maybe self rejection like on a daily basis because I have people around me that believe in me and trust my judgment and stuff, but I don't believe myself. Like I reject myself. I reject the possibility of me being maybe too good for a particular thing or something.
Yeah, and I feel like as a first daughter, your brother boy will call you, hello Cash, how far? Should I do this? Should I not do that? And everything. I
Yeah.
understand. Matilda, you spoke about rejection in relationships. Did you mean in the aspect of friendships or like romantic relationships?
Both friendships and romantic relationships. There are sometimes when you have friends that you feel you are like doing a lot for them. Like you just feel that this is supposed to be friendship and this is supposed to be like your family. But then there are times when you get rejected. Like it feels like the love you are giving to them is not enough. But on your own part, you feel like you are doing enough and you feel like you are doing so much for them and you are sacrificing and you feel like this person is supposed to be your family. But then you get rejected. Sometimes they feel like you're not doing enough or they choose other people over you. And I think it's very difficult to move past stages where you built a relationship and you felt like you are giving it your all. And then it just feels like you're not doing enough. But it just feels like you don't fit in, like you are trying so hard. And it seems like this person is not just seeing it at all. And then in romantic relationships, personally, I don't think I have a story to share personally, but I know that once or twice, even if it was not intended, I felt rejected. I felt like I wasn't good enough. Even if it was not so obvious, but there's this feeling of when you just feel like this is what it is. But you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Do we feel like that thing, like the one with romantic relationship, do you feel like it comes from a place of being selfish? Like, is it not okay for somebody to not want you? I mean, not me though, but like,
See, come on, all of us is in your respect. How do you not want us?
do you get? But I feel like, is that not a bit selfish for you to, because you're liking somebody, you want them to like you back?
Yeah, I understand that it is okay for you to be rejected once or twice or even more times.
Oh, 5
But
times.
it's actually okay because you can't force people to see you the way you see yourself. You can't force people to like you or to love you back. You can actually be rejected, but it's the feeling that comes afterwards. That's the feeling I'm trying to talk about. You see, like it's that's where sometimes self-doubt develops, like comes from. Because you start to feel like there are aspects of your life that you feel like, yeah, like they are very okay. Like I am this, I am that, but this person is not seeing it, and you can't actually force them to see it. So you begin to feel somehow, you begin to feel like you're not doing enough, and the problem is not even with you. But these rejections, when they become multiple, like when they are not, when it's not just once, it's not just twice, you just start to feel like there's something wrong with you. Or
Okay, and the thing is, we girls, we reject men almost every day. But you guys don't feel bad about it though.
With no remorse, like somebody is moving to you with all their energy, and you're like,
You'll be like, oh, this guy is perfect for me. He's so good, but why don't I like him? And you end up rejecting the guy.
There's a thing where they say good girls, I mean, girls don't like good guys, things like that. So, for instance, if you feel like you're perfect and somebody rejects you, is that not the same way it would be if he felt he was good enough for you and you saw it too, but you're rejecting him? Is that not where he turns, let me say, toxic? Is that how we're supposed to respond to rejections as well? Like when they come multiple times, like we were saying, I'm supposed to just like turn off or turn back.
you know, there was this one time I saw a post and it was like the person was saying you be in a relationship with a girl and then the next week she's getting married. Like you just see it online.
"Is the babe Igbo?"
You just see wedding pictures and all. And then there are girls all over shouting men has come, but they are doing all these things. And I was telling my friend that I'm not trying to take sides or to like, but I feel like men can always move on very easily and get someone else. Like someone can like desert you and get married to another girl, and you'll be single for like the next 10 years as a girl. It's like girls, I feel like they find it difficult, more difficult to find partners. But men, they can just move on like after 3 months, 6 months, and they're with someone else and they're already getting like.
I honestly think, or let me just speak personally and from experiences I've seen from people around me, I think it's easier for men to process heartbreak than girls. Some of us will download the entire Spotify playlist of heartbreak songs and we're just dwelling over and over and over again. But then the man is already
If you all don't suffer,
right? The man is already living his life, going on with his business and
I mean, for that, I feel like it's just that some men are not willing to deal with emotions most of the time. But that's a topic for another day.
Kash says something about self-rejection, and I'm trying to ask myself, what are the things that trigger self-rejection? Like, what makes you feel like there are certain things you cannot do? So,
Okay, most times you focus more on the bad things you have done, or you're more interested in the bad things people are saying about you or something, but you're not trying to look at the good side of yourself. But like that whole side is just blocked and covered. Like even though you're trying to see, you cannot see it. You're just focused on the bad side, so it makes you doubt yourself.
Yeah, like you just forget that these people are saying that I'm a good person, but then, and another side of self rejection that I would say is we experience is aside the emotional one, like things that have to do with your body, like your physique and all of that. Like that's another, just that can make you just like not want to accept yourself. And it's so easy to just hold on to that for so long and forget that you're fine, like you're pretty, you're okay the way you are. Even though people are telling you, you will not even want to believe what they are saying. I wonder why that is so. That's why it's so important for us to like constantly remind yourself of the good things, of the fine things. I feel like that's so important.
And I feel like society contributes a lot to self-rejection because they have these standards that they're trying to force you to fall under. They're trying to say you're not so tall, you're not so this, you have to do this, you have to do that. And then when you start to feel like you are not enough, and it's very difficult to accept yourself the way you are because society has made it to look like you have to be a certain way. There are judgments everywhere around you, and you find it difficult to accept yourself.
I think it's very important to also know yourself because if you know who you are and you stand on it, for example, you're talking about writing. If you know and you believe you are working on improving yourself all the time, you know that you're a really good writer. No matter how many magazines refuse to publish you, one day you're going to wake up and publish yourself, and everybody is going to read your work and love it and connect to it, which is what everyone who is creating something wants. So it is very important to just be satisfied with yourself, accept. I feel like that's one of the key ways to deal with rejection.
And I feel like you should also stay around people that encourage you more, people that see the good side of you, people that praise you, that cheer you on, not around toxic people that will try to like pull you down. And then you should try to build your self confidence daily. Yourself, you have to tell yourself things, tell yourself you are beautiful, tell yourself you're not just girls, not just females, even males. Just try to be around people that cheer you on, people that believe in you. And then daily you just try to build your confidence. You tell yourself you are amazing, you can handle things yourself, you can take proper decisions, and you can make judgments for yourself that will work out for you. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe.